Hi, I'm Nancy O'Neill. On Suncoast FYI today are Joe Abel with a preview of Fighting for the Cure 5, Nicole Britton from the Twig Foundation, and Mark Costello and Nick Mavrikas with a look at hashtag Colton Strong. All next on Suncoast FYI. Wrestling legends such as Hulk Hogan and The Rock are synonymous with pro wrestling. And this weekend, an event is coming to the Suncoast to help raise money for the American Cancer Society. Joining me now is the founder of Fighting for a Cure, Joe Abel.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, welcome back.
Thank you.
A fast a year goes by.
We're up to number 5 already.
Number 5. We were talking about it, and here it is again. Oh, my gosh. So let's start with, how did it all come to be? How did Fighting for a Cure come to be, Joe?
I lost my mother, my father, my aunt, my uncle, and my grandmother all to cancer. 5 years ago, my wife got breast cancer. That's when I started the Fighting for a Cure shows. Mm-hmm. And as you know, last year, I was diagnosed with lymphoma. So it's just horrible.
How are you feeling?
I feel good. I had a little scare in May that put me in the hospital for 5 days, mm-hmm. but I'm okay.
You're just one of those fighters.
Yeah.
And that's what we're here to talk about. So you've done 4 shows now for Cancer Society, the American Cancer Society. How much money have you raised?
I'm proud to say that in the 4 shows, we've raised $14,000 for American Cancer Society.
That's wonderful. Bless your heart.
Thank you.
Bless your heart. Now, you're not going to be fighting this year.
No.
Okay.
No, I hung up all my clothes for fighting.
Okay, all right. But you are having somebody come back that we're going to talk about. It's very special. So some of the matches that are coming up.
Some of the matches that we have coming up.
We'll save the best for last.
We'll save the best for last.
All right.
We have a special bull rope match, mm-hmm. where one guy is attached to one end of a bull rope, and the other guy is attached to the other end
of a bull rope.
Of a bull rope.
What's that?
Bull rope is just a piece of heavy-duty rope.
Okay.
And they can use it against each other. But the idea of the whole match is to drag each other around to all 4 corners, and they have to touch all 4 corners in order to win.
Oh my gosh, okay.
So that's going to be a brutal match.
Okay.
And then you have a tag team match for the FPW, Florida Pro Wrestling, tag team titles. Uh-huh. You have the champions, Zach Monstar and Scyther, with their manager, Jordan Owens, defending against a team that's reuniting. They're called First Degree, James Anthony and Preston Kane.
Okay, and where are they located? Are they coming in for this especially?
James Anthony is coming in from North Carolina.
All right.
The rest of the group are here in Florida.
Okay, now superheroes.
Superheroes.
Who's going to be there?
They're all superheroes. Everybody working the show is a superhero in my eyes. But yes, Batman and Robin and the Riddler will all be there taking pictures again. And
okay.
Should I tell them the big main event?
Let's talk about the World Champion
fight
match. Yes.
We have the FPW champion, Deacon Starr, mm-hmm. defending his title against a person that he handpicked for whatever reason.
Yes.
A man who just got done beating stage 2 intestinal cancer. He went through 7 months of radiation and chemo. He lost 60 pounds. His name is Rex Backus, okay. And he's fighting for this championship belt.
What made Rex decide to do this? I mean, after going through what he's just gone through.
Rex has a heart of a lion. When I mm-hmm. spoke to Rex, he said, "I just got done beating cancer. I can do this." And he has one of those attitudes that, the cancer going to be the worst thing that he has to deal with in life. Mm-hmm. So why not go after something, else? And he understands it's an American Cancer Society benefit show. So what better way to be a part of it?
Wouldn't that be such an amazing, amazing thing for him to win this now?
That would be incredible.
Yeah.
I don't think there'd be a dry eye in the house.
Wow.
I'm getting teary-eyed just thinking about it.
No, that's wonderful. So he lives locally.
He lives in Orlando,
Okay.
but he's coming down for the show,
Okay.
and he'll be there selling T-shirts. He has T-shirts made up,
Okay.
and all the money he makes off his T-shirts, I told him he could keep because he has medical expenses
Sure.
from what he's gone through.
Sure.
And in a way, you know, the whole benefit show is for the American Cancer Society, and he's part of that now. So, you know, God bless Rex and everything he's gone through.
Okay, so we're going to look forward to that. Where is the event going to be held, Joe?
I moved it to the White Buffalo Saloon
That's a great place.
here on McIntosh
Yep.
Drive, Sunday, July 29th, 4 o'clock bell time. It is a great place.
All right, now you can buy tickets online.
You can buy tickets online now,
Okay.
but I prefer you just walk up to the door and get them
Okay.
because it's for the American Cancer Society. If you go online, you get them cheaper, but it's going to a good cause.
Okay.
Please just walk up to the door and get them there.
Okay, so it's 4 o'clock, and what time, how long do you figure the event's going to go till?
It'll go from 4 to about 7:30.
Okay, and you can have food there and
Food, drinks,
music of sorts.
music,
Okay.
everything you can imagine.
And it's family friendly?
family friendly.
All right.
Bring the kids.
Great.
Anybody under 6 gets them free.
Okay, great. Thank you again for being here, and best of luck.
I appreciate you having me. Thank you.
Coming up after the break, we'll introduce you to a nonprofit boutique helping children in foster care. Welcome back to Suncoast FYI. The Twig is helping area children in foster care. Joining me now is Development Director Nicole Britton, and you're going to tell us all about it.
I sure am.
Okay, so what is Twig?
So we are a nonprofit organization located in Venice, and we serve children in foster care, kinship care, and non-relative care. So any child in care is welcome to come in and shop for clothing items and shoes completely free of charge.
Okay, and wow, what do they get?
So every child gets to pick out 7 items. That includes clothing and a pair of sneakers. And then on top of that, we also provide them with socks and undergarments as needed, as well as let them pick out an accessory like a backpack or a hat and pick out a book.
To put their things in.
Exactly.
That's perfect.
Yes.
Now, one of the statistics that I read was very startling. 70 plus children go into the foster care system on a monthly basis?
Yes, we
Is
have.
that here in our local area?
It is. There's about 2,000 children locally in foster care right now. So when a child enters foster care, they've been in a situation of abuse, neglect, abandonment, some kind of situation where they needed to be placed into foster care or kinship care, maybe a grandparent or family relative. And when they enter foster care, they come with very little, many times only the clothes on their backs. So we're here to meet that need for them, as well as to provide them with encouragement. We really want to tell these kids, you're important. You are more than those circumstances that you've been in.
Exactly. Now, it was started 2 years ago? You were
Correct.
saying?
Yep, we opened in May of 2016, so it's just past 2 years that we actually started in a smaller location, and we were quickly outgrowing that space. We served a lot of children, so we moved to a new, larger location in December of this past year.
Okay, and it's and what you said, Nicole. It's so true. I mean, these children come with nothing, and you don't want them to feel different.
Exactly.
So, and it's so important for them to have things that their peers have because they're going to school,
Right.
And they don't necessarily know what's going on, right?
Yeah.
So it's just empowering them to feel.
It is. It's giving them that self-esteem,
Yeah.
really helping them feel like they can fit in. And if that's one burden that we can relieve from them, they can focus on other things like performing well in school, interacting with their peers, and just feeling good about themselves.
So important for children. Yes.
It is.
So how can the community help you more?
Well, being a nonprofit organization, everything that we give out, we have received as a donation. So last Saturday, we served 158 kids in a matter of 6 hours. So if every child takes about 10 items, that's a lot of items going out our doors, right? So we need to quickly restock our shelves for our next shopping day. So we are always looking for different social groups, organizations, churches to hold drives for us, any kind of a collection, as well as financial support from individuals in our community. We have a donation drop-off day the fourth Monday of every month from 4 to 6. During that time, we take new clothes as well as used clothes that are in really good, like new condition.
And where's your location in Venice?
We are at 826 Pine Brook Road, so that's on the corner of East Venice Ave and Pine Brook.
And I'm sure you need volunteers because how often do the kids get to shop? Every Saturday?
So we have 2 shopping days every month. That's the second and fourth Saturdays. But every child is welcome to come once a month. Every single month they are in care.
Excellent. Okay,
Yes.
so you need volunteers to help you man the store as well?
Yeah, we have several volunteer opportunities. The first step to becoming a volunteer is to attend a volunteer information session. We have another one scheduled for September 13th at 6:30.
Okay.
It's a Thursday night, so if anyone is interested, they can contact me to RSVP to that event.
Okay, and any other fundraisers coming up in the future?
Yep, we are having our second annual online auction on September 27th through 30th. It's all online. You can go on our website and our Facebook page and get all the information for that. We are hoping to raise a lot of money to be able to continue keeping our store stocked with all the trendiest items out there for these kids to really feel good about themselves.
Okay. So, last question. Why do you think that this is working so well for the foster families? Why is this important to you?
It's very unique what we do. So there are other organizations that do give kids clothing, but when they come into the Twig, it's a really special experience just for them. They get to pick out items for themselves. So they come in, they find things that really fit them physically, but also fit their personalities. Every child that comes in is told, you are worthy, you are important, you are loved. So it's so much more than just providing them with those clothes. It's really that encouragement that we're giving them. We really want them to know that they can succeed in their lives. Not, they've been through tough circumstances, but they can overcome.
Okay. So if somebody wants to drop something off, are there things that you need more than other things, Nicole?
Yes, we are always in need of socks, underwear, and sneakers. Those are our biggest needs. We only accept those items in new condition. Now, we do have a link on our website that lists our wish list, so those are some current needs that we have, but at all times, socks, underwear, and sneakers.
Sure. Okay, well, that's good. Keep that in mind. Everybody out there, help these kids.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for being here.
Absolutely.
Coming up next on Suncoast FYI, a 2-year-old boy who tragically lost his legs in an accident is now on the road to recovery, and we'll tell you all about his story when we come back. Welcome back to Suncoast FYI. The Colton Strong campaign is going strong as the Suncoast has banded together to help raise money for the 2-year-old boy who tragically lost his legs in an accident. Joining me now is Mark Costello, Colton's grandfather and family friend, Nick Mavrikis, with an update on what's next for Colton. Thank you both for being here today. Mr. Costello, please tell us what happened and what this means to you and your family.
Well, Colton was involved in a tragic tractor bush hog accident where his legs were amputated and they weren't able to reattach in any way. He's lost both of his legs just below the knee. He is a very strong young man. He was only in the hospital for 2 weeks. Tampa General Hospital did a wonderful job with him. He's home and strong. He's very strong. He's very hard to hold down right now. And we're very proud of him. He's a very active young man who is making us realize how precious little lives can be.
Yeah.
And I want to recognize that he has two grandparents on my side of the family, my wife Kathy, and on Chris's side of the family he has Gary and Luwanda Lawson, and we're all very active in his rehabilitation and really working hard to move towards the future.
So it's only been a couple weeks since he's been home, but I'm sure the hospital and his doctors have plans for him and his rehabilitation. So how does that all begin?
Well, he hasn't been released by the orthopedic surgeon yet, so the Shriners have met with him, and they will help take care of his medical needs, any operations that he needs, bone reconstruction that will happen so that he can be fitted with prosthetics. His parents have met with a large prosthetic company out of Orlando. They're associated with a nonprofit called 50 Legs, and they are state of the art. And we hope that we can work things out with them so that he can have nothing but the best.
And that's it. They've made such incredible strides in the last few years. So that's wonderful. And Shriners is absolutely amazing. Nick, tell us about the community and business partners, if you would, and how they've come to Colton's side at this point.
Absolutely. I mean, the community has been, the outreach and what they've done for the family has been huge. We've worked with Walt's Fish Market, Hooters, Evo's Athletics, Stottlemeyer's, just some of the few places that we've had events, small events, but to kind of drum things up to get people's attention. The large event is going to be on August 11th at Evie's on Bee Ridge Road, 12 to 5. There we're doing a raffle giveaway for a brand new golf cart, which has been donated by Mike's Mobile Golf Cart here in Sarasota. It's almost a $10,000 value. Sarasota County Fire Department's bringing an antique fire truck and regular fire trucks. We have a live band. There's going to be food promotions, cornhole tournament, miniature golf, just a lot of things for the family to come out to do, silent auction, and to really support the family. All the proceeds for that event will continue to go back to Colton and his family.
Okay. So if somebody would like to get involved, how would they go about doing that, Nick?
Yep, they can reach out to us through Facebook is probably the best way. That's where all of our news feeds and everything that we're promoting is at, or any one of the family members or family friends that are handling some of the events in town.
Okay.
And we have, I would say, 4,000 to 7,000 to 10,000 people that are already following the event that are really helping push it out in the community.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. You know, it's like you said, it's amazing when there are tragedies such as this that the people that you wouldn't think of just come right out and lend a helping hand, and Sarasota is definitely known for that.
We've had a lot of total strangers come up to us and donate support to Colton, and they don't even know us, and it's very, very moving.
And it's not just about the financial part of it. I mean, it is just the emotional support, too, that the family needs. So when the group is out at Hooters or Walt's and they're able to meet Colton and they come up and just share their stories with us or talk to the family, that means just as much as a $10 or $100 donation.
Yeah.
So.
And that little guy is doing so much that he doesn't know to help other people.
Absolutely.
You know, just hearing his story, and I think it makes us all realize that it's very precious, the time that we're given, and that we need to really, take stock in that and just be there for one another, right? Do you have anything else that you'd like to add before we close today?
I would just like to add that, this is going to be the August 11th event is going to be our large event, but the ultimate goal is to continue things on in the name of Colton for the years to come, and also in the future to start be able to give back to scholarships and the 50 Legs Foundation. So our ultimate goal would be have an annual event or annual events that money also helps the Colton family, but also we're giving back to people in our community also.
Absolutely, yeah. It's all good.
I'd also just like to thank the community at large. They've come out in such great numbers. It's wonderful.
That's great. Well, thank you both for being here, and wishing Colton all the best.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. The weekend is almost here, so if you're looking for something to do, we have a few suggestions. We'll show you those when we come back. Coming up this weekend on the Suncoast, it's the 8th Annual Mystic Fair, featuring everything metaphysical. billed as the largest psychic fair in Southwest Florida. The event runs this weekend at the Sarasota Municipal Auditorium. And check out some summer fun during Family Fun Day down at the Venice Art Center this Saturday from 10 a.m. till 1 p.m. If you would like to promote your community event on Suncoast FYI, we would love to hear from you. Please call our producer, Robert Pandolfino, at 941-361-4616. To view previous episodes, go to snntv.com under Programming. I'm Nancy O'Neill, and we'll see you next Friday on Suncoast FYI.